lesson today is the main bones in the human body. The main bones in the human body. We should know the names of some bones. Say skull, 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 skull. This is the skull. This is the skull. Skull. Ribs, ribs, ribs. These are the ribs. These are the ribs. Ribs, ribs. Wrist, wrist. Don't pronounce the W. Wrist, wrist. Here this joint is the wrist. This joint is the wrist. Femur, 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 or sometimes we say thigh bone, thigh. This is the femur bone. This is the femur bone or the thigh bone. Stabs, stabs, stabs. Stab is a bone which is very small, the shortest bone, the smallest bone in our body. This is the external ear, internal ear. Here is the stab. Stab is the smallest bone in our body. Humerus, humerus, humerus. This is the humerus bone. This is the humerus bone, the upper part of our hand. What will happen if we do not have bones? What will happen? Imagine that you do not have bones. We will be like a jellyfish. We cannot stand up. We cannot sit down. We cannot move because there are no bones. What are the bones made of? What are the bones made of? The bones are made of calcium, phosphorus, and bone cells. When the bones are connected together, they will give us the skeletal structure. This is the human body. Structure composed of the skull.
Skeletal
this is the
system.
skull. Then there is a vertebral column. This is the vertebral column composed of several
skeletal system
cervical
is made up of bones,
vertebrae,
joints,
of cervical
and cartilage.
Vertebrae and
Bones are
lumbar
hard and they support our
vertebrae.
whole body.
Then we have this
If we
bone.
didn't have bones,
This
our
bone
body
is
would
the
be like jelly or
collar
a jellyfish.
bone. Collar bone. Then we have the
Joints
ribs.
connect our
These
bones
are the
and allow
ribs.
movement in
the
our
ribs
skeleton.
are connected by
Cartilage
a bone
is
called
softer
sternum.
and more
The
elastic
sternum
than
is the bone
bones,
that
and you
connects
can
the
find it in
ribs.
your nose
Then we
and
have
ears.
the humerus,
The muscular
which is the
system
upper part
and
of our
skeletal
hand.
system
Then
make
down
our
we have
locomotor
the lower
system.
part. It
We
is
have more than
composed
200
of
bones,
radius and
like our
ulna.
skull.
This is the radius and this is the ulna. Then we have the
Spinal cord.
pelvis. This is the pelvis. Then the pelvis, after it there is a hip joint. This is the hip joint.
Humerus.
Then we have hip joint. Then we have the femur. Femur. This is the femur. And then we have the
Ribs.
knee bone, knee joint, shin bone,
And femur
And here
bones.
we have the hands of the bone. And at the end of our
Other
legs,
bones that
we
we
have
have
the foot
are
bones and the
jawbone.
ankle joint. The ankle joint.
Vertebrae. Clavicle. Shoulder blade. Ulna. Radius. Sternum.
Pelvis.
Kneecap. Tibia. Fibula. Have you enjoyed this video about the human body? We have many more. Subscribe to our channel by clicking on the seal. And if you want to keep watching more videos, click on the squares.
Systems of the human body.
Skeletal system. Bones. The skeletal system is made up of bones, joints, and cartilage. Bones are hard and they support our whole body. If we didn't have bones, our body would be like jelly or a jellyfish. Joints connect our bones and allow movement in our skeleton. Cartilage is softer and more elastic than bones, and you can find it in your nose and ears. The muscular system and skeletal system make our locomotor system. We have more than 200 bones, like our skull, spinal cord, humerus, ribs, and femur bones. Other bones that we have are jawbone, vertebrae, clavicle, shoulder blade, ulna, radius, sternum, pelvis, kneecap, tibia, fibula. Have you enjoyed this video about the human body? We have many more. Subscribe to our channel by clicking on the seal. And if you want to keep watching more videos, click on the squares.